How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
人間界の決闘というものを見せてもらおう。
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
どんな戦いが見られるのか非常に楽しみであるな。
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
さあ張り切っていってもらいたいね。
Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape.
ここからが大事だな。
If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over.
このまま行くか。さあどうだ。
So they break forward to pressure the opponent.
もうちょっと。
Jumps? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. The jump-in is denied. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick in there?
やるではないか。
Yo, that fight was dripping with tension.
同じような実力を持った者同士が真っ向からぶつかるとこういう状態になるのだな。
Denies the jump-in.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
Checks him with a projectile, throws him to negate the block.
そうか。
Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
頑張っていってもらいたいよね。次はどう出る。ここはどう出るか。
Quick breather, hits him with a stopping body.
おっと。
Player 2 will look to apply pressure, bends the meter, hoping for a good return.
いいぞ、その調子だ。一撃必
KO.
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
最後まで諦めるな。
The last round. It's now or never. This is gonna be bad news.
いや、すごいな。
That last round shows just how important corner pressure is to winning a match. You really need to keep pushing while avoiding the corner yourself.
え、今なんて言った？
Make smart use of the game. Good, nothing stops this train.
一撃必殺の逆転見えているぞ。
There's a burnout.
地獄の沙汰ほど面白い。
Dangerous range here. Now they can use drive. Closes it out.
やるではないか。
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
素晴らしい戦いであった。見事だ。
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
再戦と互いがまだ血に飢えているようだな。
The super armor does its job.
おお、そうきたか。
Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Deftly shuts out the jumper. That was a solid anti-air.
いいよいいよ。
Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace.
おお、なるほどね。
In a dire situation, and a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage.
ここで決めるその弾力、あっぱれ。
Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. KO.
ああ、決まったね。
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
二人ともなかなかやるな。我が輩も盛り上がってきたぞ。
You got that one. Oh, next round starting. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
どっちも動けてはいるんだろうね。
Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Experiencing burnout.
まだ諦めるな。
How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. They're backed up into the corner.
どうした？いけるだろう。
They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key.
いやー、どうだ。
There's a change. It's a good spot to use the super.
見事だ。
Pumps the brakes on the impact.
いやー、よくガードした。いい感じだ。
This is flatline zone.
良いとどめだ。
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
我が輩もこれには目が釘付けになっているぞ。
Dash. Barely blocks the jump in. Gets a risky buff in. That's just started. It's anyone's game.
気持ちでぶつかっていってほしいね。
Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on.
ここは攻めたいところ。
Ooh, what a smart throw!
見事だ。
A projectile to say, get off of me! Fires without warning. Impact squash!
今のは見えていたんだろうね。
They're going for the super art,
これは
and it is on! Player 1 is on the brink of disaster!
これは熱いぜ。
Player 1 is dangerously close to running out of drive! All stocked up! Where's the full hop gonna come into? The drive impact doesn't work!
今のは見えていたんだろうね。
Player 2 can't let this simmer! They gotta start cooking!
もっと我が輩を満足させてみろ。
Knocked him out of the air!
いざその調子だ。
Turns out!
まだ諦めるな。
Spends it all on the super! Not shy one bit about it!
That felt good, didn't it?
Oh, they saw that they have the game! Gotta do better than that!
いやーよくガードした。
Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? Down to the final hit! Who's gonna take it?
行け。やってしまえ。
It is over!
よくやった。これが見たかったのだ。
Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage!
実力的にはほぼ五分五分。最後の踏ん張りが決め手だったね。
Yeah, I love the back and forth they had going on. Medium kick hits. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
頑張っていってもらいたいよね。
Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book.
ああ今のは素晴らしいね。
Checks with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. No good up high. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Will this super art connect?
おっと
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Trying to read each other here?
目に見えない駆け引きがあるんだろうね。さあここだ。もうちょっと。
Oh, could be the start of something.
ここは攻めたいとこ
KO.
ろ。いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
Player 2 took that convincingly. But what's next?
危機迫るその戦いぶり。見事だ。
You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Breaks the block with a throw.
見事な投げだね。
Gets back into the corner with pressure building.
さあもっとやり合うのだ。もっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ。なるほどな。
Doesn't miss a beat.
いやすごいな。
A parry?
おっと
Brushes that off and keeps going.
これは
Experiencing burnout. Turning it right up with the super.
うわ
Sakurai Fuhasai. They gotta dig down deep here.
もう決まってしまうぞ。
They're using a fireball to force a weak shift them for the win.
良いとどめだ。
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
二人ともご苦労であった。またの試合を楽しみにしているぞ。
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here?
いいぞ。血がたぎってきたか。
Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Was that a good decision? Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Blocks the jump in. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant move. Goes for the super art?
ここで決めるその弾力。アップ。
They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there.
ちょっと危ないなこれは。
In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Both fighters are barely alive.
おっと。
Ah, burnout activated. KO!
良い決着だった。
Great round with both fighters really going at it.
死闘というのはこういうのを言うんだな。
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Brings out the super art. How's it gonna work out for them?
いやー見事気持ちよく決まったね
Can they keep on him? Go, Sats to pry them open. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Hits him with a stopping block. Gets a risky puff in. Burnout activates.
ここまでなのか
Big opportunity now in this corner.
さあここからだ次はどう出る
In there.
見事
That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
これはあくまである我が輩から見てもかなりの力の持ち主と言わざるを得ないな
They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it.
おうまだ戦い足りぬようだな
Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Still slugging it out here. Puts one in the pocket.
さあここだ
That drive impact doesn't get through.
今のよく守ったね
Feeling out the spacing.
攻めるタイミング難しいね
Heats it up with a combo into super.
いいよいいよ
In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes.
この飛び道具はどういう仕組みで出ているんだ
Oh, Sats to pry them open. Grabs them.
いやー見事気持ちよく決まったね
Oh god, execute pain. Oh.
いいねとどめまでしっかり
Yo, that was so close. But what a matchup to see, right?
同じような実力を持った者同士が真っ向からぶつかるとこういう状態になるものだ
Medium kick hits. Still plenty of time left.
これは危険な香りがするなここはどう出るか
Looking to impress with this super.
あっぱれやるではないか
Gets the combo. Grabs and throws him away.
良い投げもっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ血がたぎってきたぞ
They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. What a finish!
見事
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
破竹の勢いで勝ち切ったなこれは見事というほかはないな
They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it.
おうまだ戦い足りるようだ
Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner.
ここからが大事だな
Lays on the pressure. Oh!
そうか
Pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find out what gets them.
勝負あったね
You could tell that one player was not holding back during that round, while the other couldn't get it going.
これはちょっと実力差があるかもしれないねただそこを覆すのも戦いの醍醐味まだわからないよ
Fireball from very low. What's next here? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
いやーこのラウンドはどうなるんだろう
Does a good job of pushing back. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Hits him with a stopping block.
おっと
The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage.
いいぞその調子だ
Triggers the feng shui engine. The real jury's coming out to play.
いやーどうだ
Barely blocks the jump in. They can't squander this punish counter chance.
いやすごいな
Player 1 wraps it up with a decisive combo.
良い決着だった
Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
破竹の勢いで勝ち切ったなこれは見事というほかはないな
They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it.
おうまだ戦い足りぬようだな
Player 2 has the life lead,
このまま行くか
so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Brushes off the impact.
いやーよくガードした
Impacts a no-go. Forcefully closes the gap. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Player 1 takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super.
おおそうきたか
Both sides are gonna have to fight without drive. KO!
良い決着だった
Yo, that was so close. But what a matchup to see, right?
死闘というのはこういうのを言うんだな
Stops the attack by using a drive parry. The impact doesn't do anything.
今のよく守ったね
There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish count.
いいぞその調子だ
Now, can they finish the job? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter ahead. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart. He brushes that off and keeps going.
おお、そうきたか。
Here comes the corner pressure. They were right to be on guard there.
いやー、よくガードした。
KO.
見事。
Oh, hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
素晴らしい戦いであった。見事だ。
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here?
再戦と互いがまだ血に飢えているようだな。
Plenty of time left. How is the match going to play out?
さあ、張り切っていってもらいたいね。
Tries to bait him with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best. Now hold your breath.
おお、そうきたか。
Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Good anti-air.
いいよいいよ。
If they can't escape, add a little super juice into this combo for more damage.
ああ、今のは素晴らしいな。さあ、どうだ？
Taking stock. Checks them with the projectile. Player 2 is gonna have to wait.
おお、そうきたか。
Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? KO.
良い決着だった。
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
いやー、いいね。いい感じだと思う。
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two pick it up again. Brushes that off and keeps going.
これは？
Digs in deep to get that drive in time.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
Shoots off a fireball up close. Player just goes for it at this range.
おっと。
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 1 has an empty drive gate. This is a very precarious situation. Medium kick, gotta do better than that.
いやー、よくガードした。
Player 1 is in a very good spot.
もっと我が輩を満足させてみろ。
What a finish!
そういうことだ。
Well, hard fought on both sides. What do you think?
二人ともご苦労であった。またの試合を楽しみにしているぞ。
We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talk? Down to the wire. Puts one in the pocket. The throw is escaped.
どうだろう。
A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Who's going to break the silence first?
これはどうした？
Stops the attack by using the drive pair. Absorbs the attack and fires back.
そうか。
Oh! Experiencing burnout.
まだ諦めるな。
In a dire situation. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there.
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
全く素晴らしいね。見事に決めていった。
All right, let's see what happens in the next round. Neither of them willing to back off here. Who will gain control of the match in the early going?
頑張っていってもらいたいよね。
Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks.
これは？
It hits them with a stopping bomb.
おっと。
Feng Shui engine activation. Uses the gauge for a super arc.
いや、すごいな。
Barely, burnout activates.
ここまでなのか？
Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter.
いや、すごいな。まだ逆転があるぞ。
Noticeable life lead is a comeback still. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Closes it out.
やるではないか。
Man, they just scrapped that. What did you think?
見事、素晴らしい接戦であった。
Jump. Throws that off.
おっと。
Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Oh my God, they just choked it up.
今のは気にするな。次だ。いいぞ。
Holds up above. Connects with the throw.
素晴らしいだけだ。
What now? Player could go. Critical art now. Flatline
とどめだ。
Man, I can watch these two fight each other forever.
二人ともご苦労であった。またの試合を楽しみにしているぞ。
Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Throws him. What's next? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity.
さあもっとやり合うのだ。
Uncomfortable space here. Can they put each other on the edge? They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard.
いいよいいよ。
Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. From up above,
さあここだ。
the damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective gameplay. Gets him.
良い決着だった。
Player 1 took that convincingly. But what's next?
二人ともなかなかやるな。我が輩も盛り上がってきたぞ。
Alright, let's see what happens in the next round. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Heats it up with a combo into super.
ここで決めるその弾力。あっぱれ。
They're backed up into the corner.
さあここからだ。
Player 1 flushes that off and keeps going.
おお、そうきたか。
They're in the corner and the beatdown continues.
もっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ。
Scrapping it out up close. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Pops up, uses the gauge for a super art.
あっぱれ、やるではないか。もっともっと争うがよい。
Closes it out.
見事。
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
これは悪魔である我が輩から見てもかなりの力の持ち主と言わざるを得ないな。
This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin.
よろしく頼む。
Down to the wire.
そうか。
Pressuring them in the corner.
ここからが大事だな。
The counter is blocked.
いやー、よくガードした。
Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched.
ああ、決まったね。
Not sure how you could break the rhythm that was established last round. You might need to pin your hopes on a miracle.
目の覚めるような戦いだった。キャラクターと一心同体になっているようだ。
Dashes forward. Hits him with a stopping bomb.
おっと。
Fires off the Shiku Hadouken.
次はどう出る？
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. What'll happen here? Jumps in. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Were they baiting them into that?
いや、すごいな。
Are they thinking about ends the meter? In there!
やるではないか。
I bet everyone watching that last round could feel the pressure coming through their screen.
悪魔に惚れるこの勢い、素晴らしいぞ。
They're in the corner. Just they change the match. Impact squash.
今のは見えていたんだろうね。何？
Shrugs that off.
何？
Goes up above. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up.
なんだと？
Wait, what? Are they actually dead? Over in a flash.
見事。
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
素晴らしい戦いであった。見事だ。
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
いいぞ。血がたぎってきたか。
Combo with the target combo. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner.
どうだろう。
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Decides to puff up while they can. Checks him with the projectile. The jump in is denied. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes?
さあどうだ。
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Oh, burnout on both sides? Time's the only thing moving here.
目に見えない駆け引きがあるんだろう。
KO!
ああ、決まったね。
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
全く素晴らしいね。見事に決めていった。
You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
さ さあもっとやり合うのだ。
Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it?
勝負はここからが面白いんだよね。
Brushes that off and keeps going.
おお、そうきたか。
Both are looking to impress with this super.
見事だ。急須猫か。
Experiencing burnout.
ここまでなのか。
You've gotta be. This is gonna hurt.
血がたぎってきたぞ。いやー、どうだ。
Hits the drive. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe.
どっちが勝つのか。
There's a burnout.
ここまでなのか。
Got time for a flatline zone.
そういうことだ。
Opens with a jump. Nothing stops this train.
これは
Hits them with confidence.
あっぱれ、やるではないか。
Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
What's wrong? Get up!
Shakes things up with a fireball. Player 1, the drive impact doesn't work.
今のは見えていたんだろうね。
And whip. There pumps the brakes on the impact.
いやー、よくガードした。
Burns out. Pumps the brakes on the impact.
いやー、よくガードした。
Close range projectile. Perfectly executed.
やるではないか。
Real
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
素晴らしい戦いであった。見事だ。
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
次の戦いも楽しませてくれるのだろうな。
Did well to get the buff in there. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
さあ、張り切っていってもらいたいね。
Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Plenty of life left in both fighters, but a big difference in drive. How can they use this to their advantage?
どうだろう。
The Pumas stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now.
遠距離でも攻撃を緩めないんだね。
Goes in on the impact for nothing.
もうちょっと。
Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
さあ、もっとやり合う
Burnout activates.
の。まだ諦めるな。
Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning KO.
やるではないか。
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
危機迫るその戦いぶり。見事だ。
You got that one. Oh, next round starting. Hold your breath.
おお、そうきたか。
Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage.
いやー、見事。気持ちよく決まったね。
Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super.
そうか。
Big opportunity now in this corner.
どうした？いけるだろう。もっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ。
Player, burnout activates. Barely blocks the jump in. Big throws.
見事な投げだね。
Throws a fireball. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This clutch anti-air.
あっぱれ、やるではないか。
One check. What a finish.
見事。
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
二人ともご苦労であった。またの試合を楽しみにしているぞ。
Time to get down to business. The first round starts now.
どんな戦い？
Down to the wire. Backs them into the corner.
ここからが大事だな。
Hold your breath.
おお、そうきたか。
Both fighters are working with empty. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them?
ああ、今のは素晴らしいね。
Checks him with the projectile. Nails the anti-air.
いやー、見事。気持ちよく決まったね。
Anything could happen here.
攻めるタイミング、難しいね。
Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Throws him. What's next? Oh! KO.
勝負あったね。
Player 2 took that convincingly. But what's next?
いやー、いいね。いい感じだと思う。
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two kick it up a notch. connects with medium kick. Who's going to start things off?
自分をおっとこれはでかいのが入ったか
Triggers the feng shui engine. The real jury's coming out to play. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity.
さあもっとやり合うのだ
Checks him with a projectile. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Not much life difference. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now.
次はどう出る
Experiencing burnout.
まだ諦めるな
Jump. Barely blocks the jump in. Pokes with a medium kick. Throws them.
あっぱれやるではないか
One player is in burnout. Perfect execution with the anti-air.
見事だ
Burnout, but they may have a plan here. Oh my god, what's gonna happen?
もう決まってし
Flatlines on.
まうやるではないか
There's no question what length both players are willing to go to.
次が肝心だ気を引き締めていくのだおっと
Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact.
いいぞその調子だ
Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
What's wrong? Get up!
A jump. Medium kick into. Blocks that off.
これはああそうだ
Turning it right up with the super. Jury's going to a dark place. Kaisen Dankai Raku. Lands the super. Time for dessert. Finds the target.
見事だ
Are you kidding me?
よくやったこれが見たかったのだ
Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.
諸君最高の試合だったぞ
Man, parry. They were expecting that drive impact.
いやよくガードした
Trying to read each other here?
攻めるタイミング難しいね
They're not gonna allow any jump ins.
ああ今のは素晴らしいね
Tries to bait him with the projectile. Goes for the throw. Gets back into the corner with pressure building.
さあもっとやり合うのだここはどう出るか
Neither of them willing to back off here. Jumps. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it.
一歩も引けないねこれは
A super art?
これは
That's not gonna hit.
今のは見えて
KO.
いいねとどめまでしっかり
I think I forgot to breathe for that whole round.
見事素晴らしい接戦であった
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now?
駆け引きが分かってきたところかな
Dashes up. Checks them with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best. Just goes for it at this range.
おっと
Breaks those shins.
いいぞその調子だ
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range.
いやーどうだ
Player tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack.
届かないか
Oh, sniped.
あっぱれ
Closes it out.
そういうことだ
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one.
最後まで諦めるな
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here?
一進一退すごく良い試合をしている
We're just getting started here. Who will take control?
気持ちでぶつかっていってほしいね
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 has a slight life lead.
差はついたようだがこれは
Punish counter on reaction.
見事だ
Ooh, you super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you.
あっぱれやるではないか
Jury's going to a dark place. Kaisen Dankai Raku. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation. A rare chance here. They gotta do something.
ああそうだ
Player 1, what a finish.
良いとどめだ
Judy!
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
二人ともご苦労であった。またの試合を楽しみにしているぞ。
It's not over yet! Let's believe it's time for that run back!
次の戦いも楽しませてくれるのだろうな。
Snares him! Tried a standard block and got hit with the Krawn7. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out.
この飛び道具はどういう仕組みで出ているんだ？
One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble? They can open up this round big by converting this punish time.
ここで決めるその弾力。
Goes for the super art?
そうか。
The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup?
さあもっ
Get some!
と良い決着だった。
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
全く素晴らしいね。見事に決めていった。
Alright, let's see what happens in the next round. Switches it up! Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
いやー、このラウンドはどうなるんだろう。
Time to do some damage after that wall splat.
ああ、今のは素晴らしいね。いやー、どうだ。
Not
Pro
good.
connection does big damage.
なるほどな。
Player
おっと、
hits him with a stopping block.
おっと。
At least one of them is having a good time in that corner. KO!
見事。
That was some rock solid play we just saw there. If that continues, we might be looking at an early end to this fight.
悪魔に惚れるこの勢い、素晴らしいぞ。なるほどな。
Yes, sir. Oh, putting the cherry on top.
見事だ。これは熱いぞ。
All the throw connects.
あっぱれ、やるではないか。
What a parry. Gets the side switch. Oh, putting the cherry on top.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
Uh-oh. This would really tip the scales.
What's wrong? Get up.
Player 2 is mounting a comeback. What else is up their sleeve? Close range projectile. Gets into perfect fireball range. Jumps. Oh, reversal. It turns out.
地獄の沙汰ほど面白い。
One player is in burnout state. Is it time to end this? Oh, it's enough.
よくやった。これが見たかったのだ。
Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
龍虎総白の試合だったね。これは最後までわからなかったな。
Can't argue with you. What a fight. Burnout activates.
ここまでなのか。
Player 1 chases this is a huge chance to make him feel it.
危ないぞ。気をつけろ。
Their super art gauge is running on it, and a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. What a clutch sidekicks there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Shoots off a fireball up close. From up above. Impacts a no-go.
今のよく守ったね。
Okay, creating some space here. The pressure is so intense here. Life lead opens up.
もうちょっと。
Feeling out the spacing.
目に見えない駆け引きがあるんだろうね。
KO.
ああ、決まったね。
Player 1 took that convincingly. But what's next?
いやー、いいね。いい感じだと思う。
You got that right. Oh, next round starting. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. The drive impact is denied.
今のは見えていたんだろうね。さあ、どうだ。
You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Can they stop this life lead from getting bigger?
勝負はここからが面白いんだよね。次はどう出る。
Lots of full-hop banked and plenty of abs hits him with a stopping bomb.
これは
Oh, sucks to pry them open. It's a good spot to use the super.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
What'll happen here? Player 1 drops them to half, closing the gap. We have a super art on deck. Expect a super art?
これはもっともっと争うがよい。
Quick breather.
最後までわからないぞ。
And they create experiencing burnout.
まだ諦めるな。
Lays down a side hustle. Punish counter sets the and closes it out.
そういうことだ。
Judy.
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
素晴らしい戦いであった。見事だ。
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done.
再戦と互いがまだ血に飢えているようだな。
Backs them into the corner.
ここからが大事だな。
And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage.
いいよいいよ。さあここだ。遠距離でも攻撃を緩めないんだね。
Combo with the target combo. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Life lead opens up. Player triggers the feng shui engine. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them?
ここで決めるその弾力。あっぱれ。
KO!
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
Man, they just scrapped that! What did you think?
次が肝心だ。気を引き締めていくのだ。
Immediate jumping! Are we going to see some fireworks here?
もっともっと我が輩を楽しませるがよい。
The Fuha stopped to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
頑張っていってもらいたいよね。
Whoa, starts to pry them open. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Still scrapping for control of the space. Throws a fireball. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Lots of Fuha bends and plenty of avenues to race through. Gets a risky buff in. Oh, reversal! Drive attack misses!
届かないか。
No! Critical art now?
何？
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it! Lifeline zone!
やるではないか。
There's no question what length both players are willing to go for.
次が肝心だ。気を引き締めていくのだ。
Meets them air to air! Shows the medium kick. We're seeing some real good fighting, and there are no signs of letting up.
え？今なんて言ったの？
Low heavy, but no go. Barely blocks the jump in with the club. Ooh, what a smart blow.
綺麗に投げていったね。
All stocked up. Where's the Fuha gonna come into play? Impact squash.
今のは見えていたんだろうね。
Dangerous range here. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Throws up a buff. Solid anti-air.
見事だ。
Jumps. The low kick hit.
見事だ。いいのが入った。
The next touch may decide this. There's a burnout.
ここまでなのか。
Player 1 can't let this simmer. They've got to start cooking.
もっと我が輩を満足させてみろ。
They are done.
よくやった。これが見たかったのだ。
Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
諸君、最高の試合だったぞ。
Buffs while they're blinking.
この飛び道具はどういう仕組みで出ているんだ？
Who will gain control of the match in the early going?
頑張っていってもらいたいよね。
Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? The low kick connects.
いいよいいよ。
The impact gets blocked. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing.
ここはどう出るか。
They were anticipating that super art.
いやー、よくガードした。
Okay, creating some space here.
もうちょっと。
Life lead opens up. The fight continues in the middle of the stage.
これはでかいのが入ったか。
Oh, that's to pry them open.
いざ、おっと。なるほどな。
Gets him.
いいね。とどめまでしっかり。
Yo, that fight was dripping with tension.
同じような実力を持った者同士が真っ向からぶつかるとこういう状態になるのだな。
Jump? Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on?
これは危険な香りがするな。
Brushes that off and keeps going.
おっと。
They back the opponent into the corner. It's a good spot to use the super.
見事だ。もっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ。
Oh no, they're stunned.
まだ諦めるな。
Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage.
勝負はここからが面白いんだよね。まだ逆転があるぞ。
What a pair! What a finish!
良いとどめだ。
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
我が輩もこれには目が釘付けになっているぞ。
A parry? Zones with the fireball. Player 2 has got to figure out a way to fight back after getting wiggity washed that round.
なるほどね。
Whiffs with that huge attack.
今のは振り返らず前に進むのだ。
Reads the jump in perfectly.
あっぱれ、やるではないか。
Barely blocks the jump in. Taps him on the toe.
あっぱれ、やるではないか。
Gut punch hits him. Holds it in the corner. Back into the corner. What setup do they have?
もっと我が輩を満足させてみろ。
This is the time to believe in your no hesitation or regret. Hits them with that NXF dummy. Shreds them with the critical art. Such a smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They are done.
よくやった。これが見たかったのだ。
Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
諸君、最高の試合だったぞ。
Jumps in. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Well-timed corner switch. Gets out of the corner. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming.
いやー、見事。
KO.
勝負あったね。
Bags the round. What do you make of it?
二人ともなかなかやるな。我が輩も盛り上がってきたぞ。
You're totally right. Let's see if they clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Throws them to negate the block.
ここで決めるその弾力。あっぱれ。
Let's see how they apply their bust down to the wire.
そうか。
Quick arm sway engine activation. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage.
いやー、見事。気持ちよく決まったね。
One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Switches it up.
次はどう出る？
Player 1 hits him with a stop and block.
おっ
Oh, burnout triggers. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return.
と。あっぱれ、やるではないか。
Long critical. What's gonna happen?
これは
In there.
良い決着だった。
Judy!
Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
破竹の勢いで勝ち切ったな。これは見事というほかはないな。
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here?
いいぞ、血がたぎってきたか。
No go for the throw. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round.
さあ張り切っていってもらいたいね。どうだろう。
Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Jump in finds the mark. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building.
もうちょっと。
Heading into the end game now. It gets him.
勝負あったね。
The round comes to a close, but I think we're only seeing just a glimpse of what these two are capable of.
ここからどう立ち合いを変えていくかなんだろうね。
Yeah, that's right. You got a point there. Let's see if the fighters pick up on that too. Decides to buff up while they can. Shoots off a fireball up close. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
いやー、このラウンドはどうなるんだろう。さあここだ。
Throws them to negate the block.
今の投げは良いフォームだったね。
Jumps up. Scrapping it out up close. Looking to impress with this super.
いいぞ、この調子だ。
Shuts that down with a parry. Uses the parry to deal with that projectile. Player not going anywhere. Smart play with the throw.
良い投げ。
Hits him. Gotta do better than that.
今のは見えていたんだろうね。もっと我が輩を楽しませるのだ。
Noticeable below.
あっぱれ。
Flatlines him.
見事。
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
最後まで諦めるな。
Close range project throw heavy, but no go. Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet.
なるほどね。
Knockdown and gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Jumps up, barely blocks the jump in. Checks with a medium kick. The Fuha's there to give them even better returns on their investment. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Drops him hard.
いいぞ。その調子だ。
Scuffle. The drive impact doesn't work.
いやー、よくガードした。
Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Do it to them. Show the people what they came to see, Ryu.
What's wrong? Get up!
キューソネ
What a finish.
見事。
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
二人ともご苦労であった。またの試合を楽しみに。